The Mandela Effect, or sometimes told their so-called false memories, are due to a psychological condition called confabulation. First, many of us do believe the Mandela Effect is more than just false memories and that something else is definitely going on. So, when we want to exclude confabulation as the prime suspect of ME, don't we need to know what it is first, and more importantly, what are the causes of confabulation? According to Wikipedia, confabulation is a disturbance of memory defined as the production of fabricated, distorted or misinterpreted memories about oneself or the world, without the conscious intention to deceive. People who confabulate present incorrect memories ranging from subtle alterations to bizarre fabrications, and are generally very confident about their recollections, despite contradictory evidence. There are 4 different types of confabulation. Provoked confabulation is when the condition becomes apparent during memory tests. Spontaneous confabulation seems to be involuntary but are rare. Verbal confabulation, spoken false memories, are more common, and behavioral confabulation occur when an individual acts upon the false memories. Typical symptoms are verbal statements including historical facts, fairy tales or other aspects of semantic memory. The account can be fantastic or coherent, but both the premise and the details of the account can be false. The story is usually drawn from the patient's memory of actual experiences, and they are unaware of the account's distortions or inappropriateness. And they are not concerned when errors are pointed out and there is no hidden motivation behind the account. The patient's personality structure may play a role. What I note here is that there is talk of a disease and the patient. So apparently we're all ready for the insane asylum. But what causes the horrible illness? Well, brain damage or dementias. For example, an aneurysm, which is a localized blood-filled balloon-like bulge in the wall of a weakened blood vessel. Traumatic brain injury. Research has shown that patients with damage to the inferior medial frontal lobe confabulate significantly more than patients with damage to the posterior area and healthy controls. Alzheimer's disease and schizophrenia. I don't think they need more explanation. And Wernicke-Korsakoff syndrome, a neurological disorder typically characterized by years of chronic alcohol abuse and a nutritional thiamine deficiency. I knew it, we're all drunks. And additionally, confabulation often occurs in people who are suffering from anticholinergic toxic syndrome, which is a syndrome caused by dangerous levels of toxins in the body. None of these apply to me, but wait just 1 second because we're not done yet. Neuropsychologist John DeLuca, PhD, Director of Neuroscience Research at the Kessler Medical Rehabilitation Research and Education Corporation in West Orange, New Jersey, did research with confabulating patients and found out it is caused by a rupture in a tiny blood vessel in the brain called the anterior communicating artery. This is a small blood vessel which bridges the 2 larger anterior cerebral arteries together with the posterior cerebral arteries and posterior communicating artery. These arteries form a ring, sometimes called the Circle of Willis. One anecdote DeLuca told about one of his patients is very interesting for us. He spent time with an old friend, visited New York City and stopped by his store. Later the patient mentioned that the store was no longer in operation, contradicting himself. and had not left the hospital in the previous 3 weeks. He was also totally unaware of the errors in his memory. Now I know that one story doesn't account as a scientific study, but the interesting part is that the patient was contradicting himself. Something I haven't seen in the Mandela Effect yet. Okay, it seems to me that confabulation is off the table. I understand that it is pretty or probably impossible for us to know about any aneurysm or a blood vessel rupture, but surely that must produce other significant symptoms, right? I'd like to know what you guys think. Are we just suffering from false memories, even without realizing it, or is there something else really going on? Your thoughts and opinions are much appreciated, so drop a line in the box below. Just be respectful in the comments, as there are real people with real feelings on the other side. There is a lot more to tell about this topic than I covered in this small vid, and if you wish to do your own research, the links of my sources in the description below might be a good start. If I forgot something or you have something to add, don't hesitate to do so. If you enjoyed this vid, you can like and share and subscribe to my channel, and you may want to click the little bell to receive notifications. I have my You Decide channel you might want to check out, and from my corner of this weird world to yours. I hope to see you next time. Bye!